Remember when you were 13 years old and you were obsessed with airplanes? Airplanes would fly by and you'd stop and watch. We still do it, but I think sometimes we forget about what it was like back then. Let me introduce you to Reed. Reed is a young man who's been coming out to the club, flying his little Mustang. We got him on a buddy box with the Ranger, and he's just been addicted to flying RC airplanes and everything about it. No, he didn't fly the Avanti, but he does a great job of holding it. So anyway, wanted to give him an airplane. So we brought him out to the field and handed him his own FMS Cessna 182. Thank you, FMS, for providing that. It was a wonderful experience. Let me take you along the ride when we give Reed the gift and we put this thing together and fly it. And so for his 13th birthday, Reed gets his airplane. We opened it up at the club and started assembling. You know, the whole process for me was making sure Reed knew how to model. Let me back up. Of course, he has no experience in this, but the goal was to show him, guide him, give him that experience of assembling one of these foam planes. Because for him, he's never done anything like that. So the pride involved, as you can see, is pretty impressive. We continued through the process, tried to have him do as much as possible. Some of the electronics parts required a little bit more coaching, the radio setup and such, a little bit more on my end. In the end, though, he was able to understand the whole process of what we're doing on the assembly, all the pieces and parts, and why it's critical to have that eye for detail. So the plane is done. It's assembled. We did a range check on it. It was windy as all heck. So we set up a buddy box so I could get it up and trimmed and then hand it over to Reed for some flying. But I will say it was awfully windy. Not a very good day for a Maiden, especially for a new pilot.
So, you ready? All right, so let me take her up and I'll get her trimmed. All right. Yeah, pretty tough crosswind. Half throttle or so, yeah. Not the best day for a Maiden. It's hard to then tell how well she's flying as far as does she need trim because the way the wind's blowing her all over. When I give you the sticks, we're gonna be up high. We're gonna stay high, okay? And on the next pass, I'm gonna give her to you and you just do circuits, okay? Up high like this. Deal?
Yeah.
Got it? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, you got it. Throttle. You got it. Good job, Reed. And just keep her in close but high. You nervous? A little nervous? Come back this way. Good job. It's hard in the wind, isn't it? Yeah, she flies a lot better when it's calm. You're doing good. I'm gonna try to make kind of an approach here. Let me grab her. Let me see if I can make some approaches here, since we haven't played with that much. And this doesn't fly as long as the Ranger. Looks pretty in the sun. Just wish we'd have better weather for this.
A little low pass.
Low pass. Here's your low pass. Speed-wise, this thing's a lot faster also. I'm not going to do a fast pass, but that's half throttle pass. She flies a lot faster than the Ranger. I'm going to hit a little flap, just see what she does. So I'm going to bring her in. Good looking plane there. All right. She's somewhat maidened, just because the wind. You didn't get a very good feel of her because she was just all over the place. Okay?
The Maiden was okay, but I wanted Reed to do a little homework. His homework was, I gave him the Ranger to set up on his radio and told him to just research and learn how to use that DX8E and to figure it out. And here's what he did.
I got all of the control surfaces working. Got the gyro working. I got the throttle cut working. That's mostly it.
I highly recommend you experiencing this if you haven't already. Give a plane to somebody. FMS has a bunch of sales going on right now for low-cost planes of all types. So anyway, I think it's a great way to get others into the hobby and to share our passion. So thanks a lot. Have a great day.